guys. We are just going to cover the kettlebell swing today. Why the kettlebell swing is so important is that it's a great exercise for building power and explosiveness in those hips, which is important for running and jumping in any athletic sport that you may be taking part in. It's also an extremely effective fat burning exercise. Why this is so is because it includes and utilizes multiple muscle groups and combines a cardio and strength exercise in one move, which you can't say for a lot of movements. So let's just talk about the setup here. You want to set up with your feet about shoulder width apart, enough room between your legs so the kettlebell can swing. So, toes pointed slightly outward. We're doing a hinge, right? So you're hinging back with your hips, right? Back is flat, like that. It's a hinge. And you're going to hike, you're going to set up with the weight slightly ahead of you, and you're going to hike the weight back forcefully to load up those hips and get a full backswing. You want the weight high up in your groin, so the weight should be above your knees at all times. And at full backswing, your forearm should actually be touching your inner thighs. That's how you know you're doing a good backswing. Now you're driving forward with those hips and standing up quickly. Now you get full extension of those hips and your legs, and there should be a visible snap. There should be a visible snap in your hips, no matter what your weight you're using, whether you're using 100 pounds or 18 pounds or no weight at all, there should be a visible snap. So just let me go through a hip drive right here. So hinging back, forward, hinging back, forward. So there's that pop that you're looking for. The other thing I want to say is your arms and your grip are relaxed, right? But you're keeping your armpits tight, like you're squeezing something in your armpits. And what this does, it engages your lats, but it also makes sure that your shoulders are packed, which keeps things nice and tight and safe. What you don't want is the kettlebell throwing your shoulders forward. So it makes it a more powerful move and your swing more efficient. So again, the movement's driven by the hips, and your arms are just along for the ride. Now, some common mistakes here before I show you a few reps are people squat, right? So a swing is not a squat. So the hips go back, the hips aren't going down, right? So you're not swinging like this. It's not a squat. It's also not a front raise. Like I said, arms are just along for a ride. So you're not front raising it like this. It's not a front raise. The third most common mistake are at the top of your swing, people lean back, right? So you don't want to be leaning back and hyperextending that back. And that often happens when people don't have mobility in those shoulders, and it goes along with my last point with the swing, is that people swing too high, right? So if you're swinging too high up here, and you don't have mobilities in the shoulder, you're naturally going to want to arch your back or lean back too far and hyperextend your back. So again, shoulder level, eye level at most, depending on your mobility. If you start leaning back, then just lower that swing and keep your back nice and safe, right? Because the idea behind this is you want to develop those posterior chain low back strength to prevent low back injuries in the future, not cause one. So just let me go through a few reps here for you guys. So shoulder width apart, kettlebell a little bit in front. I'm going to hike it back forcefully, drive with those hips, extend my legs and hips and get that visible snap, eye level. And the breathing is breathing in on the way down, forcefully out on the way up. So let's let me go through a few reps here. There you go, kettlebell swing.